A new weight loss drug called tirzepatine looks like it really works. There was a study released recently by Eli Lilly, which is the company that's developing this drug, and they found that participants lost on average about 22.5% of their weight, which is quite large. That's a bit of a revolution actually in weight loss drugs, which at the most have accomplished about 15 to 17% body mass reduction until now. And for comparison's sake, if you were to do like an average diet and exercise routine, you might reasonably expect to lose about 10% of your body weight. So 22.5 is a pretty big deal. In this study, that was an average of 50 pounds per person. And that puts it right in the realm of surgical options for people who want to lose a lot of weight or who have to for medical reasons. So this is a promising new drug. Tirzepatine, again, is the name, and it's tirzepatide. Could be tirzepatide, but it's probably not. Tirzepatide by Eli Lilly. It's going to compete with a drug from Novo Nordisk, which costs over $1,000 a month and unfortunately does require constant injections, or consistent injections, rather. It's the kind of thing that you would take ad infinitum, like blood pressure medication, that would just change your life kind of permanently, but is way too pricey. If you've got $1,000 a month kicking around, send some of it to us. We'll do cool things with it. But the good news is that these drugs are part of a new class of hormone regulators called incretins, which basically help slow natural metabolism. They are natural human hormones, and they basically help you keep food in your system for a little longer. They regulate insulin, and they decrease hunger as a result of this. They can also have side effects like nausea and vomiting and a little diarrhea, but in the study, participants found this to be not a problem, or certainly not anything that they were especially bothered by, given the results that they were seeing. And the study did find that the higher the dose, the more likely people were to lose significant amounts of weight. Of course, there was a control group. They lost about 5% of their body weight, which apparently is average for nutrition and dietary studies. Where does this go in the future? It gets cheaper is the first thing. So it comes on the market in the mid-20s, then gets a little cheaper in the late 20s as competition comes online, and in the 30s it's starting to get into like, okay, this is actually affordable territory. Then in the 40s it's like dirt cheap because you've got generics and AIs producing super huge amounts of whatever hormone people ask it to. And also in the 40s and 50s you start moving into this like body flexibility paradigm where people are entering the cloud a little more, they're augmenting themselves physically, and that trend just accelerates through the rest of the century. So food is becoming optional in many cases. People are choosing all sorts of formats for their minds. Some of them just live on servers. In fact, many of them live on servers, and some of them choose metallic bodies. Some of them modify their bodies really dramatically into sort of like animal combinations or just like artistic variations on human forms. This is going to some pretty wild places, but for right now, it's very cool that you've got some natural hormones that can help you lose weight. Meanwhile, we should all eat well and exercise just because it makes us feel better. So let's all ask each other next time we are here, did we do some push-ups in the intervening time? Check me, call me on it, ask me in the comments. I'll see how you're doing too. All right, stay healthy, bye.